Have you noticed how many freedom-loving, hard-working Americans believe that America's best days are behind us? Have you felt that way? I know it's been a question discussed around our dinner table, and I'll admit that in many important ways, the American culture is crumbling. What started as just cracks in the foundation, in fact, the strongest national foundation in history, but those cracks were ignored for decades while the poison of Marxism and critical race theory were poured into the minds of the nation's youth, and now it's spilled out into the streets, and it seems like every major institution in the country, from the press to education to corporate America, even too often the pulpit, has given way to the revisionist. And they bought the lies about this nation. What was once the wealthiest, most powerful, most free, most benevolent nation the world has ever known, indeed America was the envy of the world, well, that has now become a place where we've allowed our school children to be taught to hate their own nation, to hate each other, and even to hate themselves. The results have been devastating, but I, for one, do not believe that is the end of the American story. You see, the principles of liberty, that's not what failed us. Our leaders failed us, and we sat on the sidelines watching it happen. But now there's this awakening that is happening all across the nation, from sea to shining sea. Patriots of every age, income, religion, race, all over the country, they are ready to do their part to restore the American Constitution, to restore the timeless principles of liberty upon which America was founded. Most patriots know something needs to be done, and they're willing to help. They just don't know what to do. Well, we here at Patriot Academy, we know what to do, and we're doing it. More importantly, we're raising up a new generation of patriots to do it. While some look at the rubble right now and they choose to give up, we at Patriot Academy, we look at that rubble and we choose to rebuild. From Constitution coaches in every community across America, to teaching candidates to run for local office, to raising up young leaders steeped in constitutional and biblical values, Patriot Academy is equipping citizens to do their part in restoring America. The Patriot Academy campus, strategically placed in the heart of Texas, is ground zero for a new birth of freedom, so the government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth. Arriving at the Patriot Academy campus, you will first be greeted by a mock-up of the Lexington Green. That's where it all began on April 19, 1775. And every visitor to the campus will meet Pastor Jonas Clark, Captain John Parker, and citizen soldier Levi Preston. In those three statues, we will be reminded that no matter what walk of life we come from, each of us has a pivotal role to play in preserving and passing the torch of freedom. Constitution coaches from across the nation will be able to come to our campus and learn and get their training in an exact replica of Independence Hall, the cradle of liberty, the very place where both the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence were created. Our Center for Constitutional Defense will be housed in a mock-up of Monticello, providing both intellectual and physical training for defending the Bill of Rights with rapid response media to impact the debate on a national scale. We provide on-site housing for visitors and patriots attending our weekend trainings, as well as a rich campus life for young leaders chosen for our one-year leadership intensive. These 18 to 25-year-olds will build a strong foundation in leadership skills, constitutional grounding, and biblical worldview. Patriot Academy gives them a challenging, inspiring, and iron-sharpening iron type environment to discover their passion, plan their purpose, and learn how to effectively execute that plan in whatever area of the culture God has called them. And we teach them how to be active, biblical citizens for the rest of their lives. With the American story woven throughout every part of the campus, Patriot Academy will continue our tradition of bringing history to life through entertaining, educational, practical application. Even the Welcome Center will give visitors the chance to experience all the rich history found in the rotunda of the United States Capitol, while the mock legislative chambers will give students of all ages the opportunity to see and live the inner workings of our constitutional republic. This is the hour that our generation gets to stand guard at the watchtower of freedom. The time is now to make the investment of purpose, of time and resources necessary to preserve the torch of freedom and pass her intact to the next generation. If you know in your heart that you want to be part of the solution, part of the rebuilding, Then visit patriotacademy.com today to learn more.